All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to America's favorite quality of life improvement podcast. It is season 5, episode number 261 of the Caliber Corner. I am Travis P11. Foos is showing off my next holiday purchase. And today it's time for our annual holiday and gift ideas for the Firearms Enthusiast episode. This is like the 5th time we've done this. And we've got a couple places you can go for some ideas, give you some practical ideas to buy for that firearms owner that already has everything, right? So that's what we're all about today. And we're going to have a good time. So before we get started, we're going to let the panel introduce themselves, and I got a couple announcements I need to make. So single shot, we will start with you. You are on the road. How's everything going, bud? You doing good?
Oh, not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Headed westbound on I-90 here in New York. Coming through a few little sprinkles here. It's cloudy. 41 degrees right now. So gonna deliver this stuff Monday morning. I left out early yesterday because of the storm that was coming through, and I think it's mostly behind me right now. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm hoping that's what the case is. We've got quite a lot of snow up home. I got to call my next door neighbor there to see how bad everything got.
Yeah. Be
We've
careful,
got
man.
a lot of stuff going on at the house. After this run here, I think I'm going to have a pretty good stretch of time off. So I'm going to take and do a lot of straightening out, cleaning up. I'm going to start a series on Rumble with some of those weapons that was in that safe that I brought up from down there. And start doing some cleaning on that. I've been watching Mark Novak quite a bit, Anvil, on YouTube, and he's given me quite a few good ideas on how to bring those things back to life. After I get them all done, I'll test fire them and stuff and see how they do. Other than that, we're just taking it day by day. That's all I do.
Cool. Sounds good. Well, good to have you back, and just stay safe, especially as you kind of run into more of that snow, and just be careful, and wish you a happy trip, and I'm glad to have you on the panel, man. Good to have you back.
Thank you, sir, and Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to everybody, by the way.
Absolutely. It's coming our way, whether you want it or not. Here it comes. All right. Also joining us, we've got Squibload, who's rocking the Nebraska-based thumbnail, right? Squib, how's your morning going? What are you doing, bud?
I'm into some coffee and editing some stuff. I'm always, well, I shouldn't say always. I've been trying to get back into working on videos for the channels, and there's a lot of sitting in front of the computer. I can only sit here so long. Actually, I've got a setup downstairs. I don't know if I'm gonna get the video right or not, and if I don't, then I won't publish it. But just talking about Loctite and tools. Something as simple as that. I did a video like 2 years ago about simple tools that you could keep in your range bag so that when your gun breaks down, you're not going, well, my day's over, especially if you have to drive somewhere. And I was looking through my studio because I was going to put a link to it in the end screen. Couldn't find it anywhere. So I went digging through my hard drive, and I can't find it. I'm digging. I finally find it. I never published it. So I'm going to publish a video that is like 2 years old. And if somebody's been watching my channel, they're going to be like, this is kind of out of order. The audio in the beginning's not so good. And I really want to talk about the Allen wrenches, but I'm talking about a paper clip more about than anything else. And I really want to talk about the Loctite, but I just briefly mentioned, I'm going, oh, I guess this is why I didn't publish it. Yeah, but I'm like, it's relevant, so I'm just going to do it, and that's just part of the thing is you'll get the person that goes, what were you talking about, or you're all over the place or whatever, and sometimes the video qualities just don't. Well, none of my videos have any quality, but
no, we put no production value in anything we do. No. That's just a fact. So yeah.
But I'm just like, how many other videos do I have that I never published? Yeah, so I've got a backlog of this, nothing spectacular, nothing anybody should even make time out of their day for. But I was out of it for a while for a bunch of different reasons, and I've been trying to get back into it, but it's difficult to make time for this or that. And I got to tell you, like going to the range, like last week I was sighting in my deer rifle, and I ran into a problem, and I was trying to film it because I'm like, I'll make a video about it, and I'm like, no, this isn't. I want to focus on sighting in the rifle, not, adjusting the camera, and you got people in the background and all that. And I just scrapped all of it. And really, when I needed the camera running, that's when I didn't have it, because there was one thing, and I'm like,
never fails.
Would be great for,
never fails.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, hey, and I was getting worried because I hadn't gotten a notification for you for a month, so I thought maybe YouTube had shadow banned you, and I was like, because there's a lot of channels that put videos out that I don't get notifications for, even though I've got the bell mashed. I don't get the notification on my feed, and I scroll and scroll. All I do is watch my YouTube subscriptions when I get home. I've got 125, 130 subscriptions. That's my entertainment. I'm always scanning, and I'm like, I never got this on my notifications. This never showed up in my feed, so who knows? But
yeah, I got a strike, so
Oh, never mind. Well, I don't want to talk about that. I had no idea.
No. It just added to it. It's like, I'm busy with work. I got other stuff going on. I got this, I got that, and then right in the middle, it's like, your stuff is suspended for a week. And I'm going, really? And it's on a video that is, what was it, almost 2 years old. Right. I'm going, 2 years later, you're just now, it's like, how YouTube is. So, yeah, I just had all these things. And it's like, well, nobody watches my stuff anyhow. So I'm not really worried. It's not like people are going, hey, man, why haven't you put out a video this week? If I had like 150,000 subs and stuff like that, I'm sure I would get the emails going, where's your video?
I'm feeling some anxiety because I have nothing ready for Wednesday because it's freezing outside. I can't get to the range because of work. So I'm just like, I'm going to have to go 5 days without releasing a video for the first time in 7 years. I don't think I can handle that kind of peer
you
pressure.
Don't have something that you just didn't publish?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just review my dog or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll do long-term ownership on a Welsh Pembroke Corgi. What to expect.
There you go. Do
maintenance issues.
I did a Christmas. I did a Christmas gift video, mostly just to pick fun at New York Outcast, but just showing some of the things that I do in order to make Christmas less painful to the pocketbook. So that's my most recent thing. And I like to do videos right around this time of year to give people ideas of, what do I buy this person? Or you've heard the stories about, I'm sure we'll talk about it during the show, about people buying ammo for the wrong gun and stuff like that. So
yeah. Well, your title confused me because it said Christmas shopping in 2022 for 2023. I'm like, wait a minute, what month is it? And I thought, oh, he's getting it now. Because honestly, prices are not going to go down on anything. So if you think you want to give some, like when I was married, we had booked our photos 2 years in advance because we were saving up for the wedding and knew we weren't ready to get married until that particular time because we were both working on our master's degrees and stuff. And so it's like, and it turns out that photographer like doubled his rates over 2 years and we had already prepaid in. So it's like, buy it now. I have no idea why I even brought that up, but buy it now because you can save money later because nothing goes down in price except for some gun prices until they get back to where they were, but everything else is going up in price. Cleaners, ammo, whatever, it's just going to go up in price. So get it now. Let it sit in a box for a year. Who cares? Absolutely, man. All right. And moving on, we've got American Hillbilly. Hillbilly up. How's the Hillbilly Nation treating you? You doing good this morning?
Yeah, I'm doing great, buddy. And that's why I'm buying up all this hard seltzer right now.
I'm sorry that Squibb used the H word in front of you, hard seltzer, the HS word in front of, because I know you take offense to that because your sole existence on this planet is to make sure that there's one less can of White Claw out there every day for Americans to not enjoy. So
yeah, you're darn right.
Have you ever thought about mixing White Claw and Tannerite?
Ooh, that might be. I don't know, dude. The metal fragments coming off that thing, aluminum.
I can't.
Tannerite.
You know what I mean?
Would you put it underneath the case of White Claw, around the case of White Claw?
In the case of White Claw.
In the case, yeah. Just pull a couple cans out, slide it.
I would have a hard barrier to stand behind us. 5,000 shards of aluminum come your way at 1,500 feet per second. So.
Oh man.
That is the thought. That is the thought. How to mix White Claw properly. Can right on top. Yep. Kids, do not try that at home.
Hey, Hillbilly, you gotta get yourself a 17 caliber rifle and take one of those cans and do a explosion test for that one round. I guarantee you that result is gonna impress you.
My muse is talking to me right now. Hillbilly, you need to do how many cans can a 22 round? How many cans of White Claw can a 22 penetrate? Because all these, there's YouTube channels that just go shoot things like plates and clay, and that's fine, and balloons and water jugs. I don't think I've ever seen anybody show how many cans a 22 round can penetrate of White Claw.
Well, yeah, we actually have that lined up to do. We're just kind of waiting for a little better weather, because right now I'm working on all my Christmas videos and stuff like that. And I tell you what, man, we have had like 3 or 4 days of rain. It's been colder than a well digger's butt. I mean, it's just, been really tough shooting videos. But I totally like that. We kind of have it in the works. And I mean, I have subs literally sending me 11 packs of hard seltzer. They're like, bro,
it's like having a sponsorship, man. Eventually they'll call you up and say, we know you hate our product, but we like the product visibility. Here's a pallet. So hold on. So you got a 7 days of shorts, 7 days of gun shorts or YouTube shorts video coming up. What's that all about? You want to explain to people what's going on?
I'll put the deal here on the side chat.
Seven gun shorts of Christmas from the 18th to the 24th.
Yeah, and if you use that in all small letters like that, it should link everybody's videos together in the search. And so I looked it up, and there's nothing on that hashtag right now. So the reason I thought about doing this or why I'm doing it is along Christmas time, we might have the families over or something and try to sneak out to the garage or whatever just to get away, for a few minutes or something. I thought it'd be nice to have a pile of shorts from, a lot of us, hopefully, that, you can just run out there and, and watch a few shorts and get a kick out of it. And mine, I am relating mine all to Christmas, but I've had a few people ask about this. I mean, if you're just doing a knife review or something, if you want to, play some Christmas music in the background or, put a Santa Claus hat on or, it don't have to be, it's not necessarily for Christmas, but it's something for people to watch during this time, some fun little quick videos. And so that's kind of
a good time.
My plan for the whole thing.
Sounds good. Cool. Well, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining us, and I think it's going to be a fun little discussion. So this is your first time on our annual holiday gift ideas for the firearms enthusiast episode. You missed the other 4, but I know you were busy. You were busy trying to pay the bills. I get it. I understand. So it's all good.
I'm excited. I want to know what everybody's getting me.
There you go. And last but not least, because we look the same, my nephew Foos. Foos, what's going on, man? How's it going?
It's going. I'm just sitting here in the Ford dealership for a few hours.
Couple hours.
So,
browsing a lot at the overpriced pickup trucks that have their market adjustments on them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I went out there and looked at a GT 500 for $88,000.
What, $35,000 dealer adjustment markup on it? Is that right? They had our local, and I'm not going to say the name of the dealership, but it's a local Ford dealership in my area. They had a Maverick that was used, and they had a $5,000 price adjustment on it, which actually put it more than the price of a new one that I could order now. So it's like, we're not going to complain about cars, but I'm just saying that it's crazy. I'm a car guy, so it just drives me nuts right now. And I'm going to be in the market this spring for one, so I have no idea what's going to happen. But
you're going to get rid of the Kona?
What's that? No, I'm keeping the Kona. No, I'm holding. I want 2 vehicles. I want to pick up. It's time. Bucket list. I'm not getting any younger, so But
just finance it, dude. Just finance it.
My plan is to finance it as long as I can, which is stupid because the interest I'm going to pay. But when it's done being paid off, I'll be retired, and then I won't have a vehicle payment. So that's the plan right now.
My truck's just hitting 100,000, so I'm doing getting some work.
Middle age, just like us.
It's about a third of the way through its usage, or hopefully my usage.
Mm-hmm. So, well, at this rate, it's going to be cheaper to replace the engine or transmission than buy a new one. Honestly, if it's not rusted out, nothing else is wrong with it.
It's aluminum body. I'm good with that. No, I'm just getting oil change, tire rotation. Gonna have them check alignment and getting front and rear diff and transaction swaps, fluid swaps. So I'm gonna be here for a while.
Defense Dad with the mic drop comment of the morning. Ford dealership. I used to drive a Ford. I also used to be a Democrat. We all learn eventually. Oh, Defense Dad. Them's fighting words for Ford fans.
Well, whenever you work for a company and you get a huge discount on Fords, yeah, you tend to go to Ford.
Oh, I got you. No, it's all good. Yeah, I would just be happy to have a pickup truck in general. So that's, it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. So hey, let's give a shout out on the YouTube side and see who's joining us. We got New York Outcast out there, and don't worry, Outcast, rnldisplays.com will be mentioned as one of the premier places to go for the firearms enthusiasts that you need to buy a gift for that already has everything, right? So Krabby Turtle's out there, Sam of Anarchy 92, New York Outcast, Roll Call 219 is joining us bright and early on this Saturday morning. That bearded guy's out there, Hillbilly Epps pulling double duty, Defense Dad's out there keeping everybody happy. Let's see, Sam of Anarchy 92, Mike's out there watching, Krabby Turtle's in the house. Who else is out there? We did have, let's see, Blue Steel 44, 500 Magnum said that he just picked up, what do you say, like a 500 Bushwhacker is what he bought. That sounds like a fun little round. Hunting and stuff with J&J's out there watching this morning. Chris Winzet's out there too. Gizzard Gary, who recently retired, like as in like a day or two ago, has lots of free time now. So Gizzard Gary's out there. Don't you guys give Gary some retirement congratulations out there. They had a great little show last night where they just talked about anything and everything, and people had a chance to kind of step in and say some kind words to Gizzard Gary. So Gary, I'm thinking about doing Wanamaker in April. It's going to be April Fool's Day, so hopefully I will make it there. A little Wanamaker action. So Gary, maybe you'll be there too. Let's see, Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy. M. Gabriel's in the house. He goes, I had fruitcake that had been in the fridge for 3 years unopened. Completely fine. So the fruitcake thing, if you're looking on my channel right now, if you guys are watching this live, there's a poll up there, and it says, what is the best thing you could gift a firearms enthusiast for the holidays? Firearms, 32%, ammo, 32%, fruitcake, 26%, and gun cleaning products, 10%. And the sad part is the gun cleaning products is what I need the most, more than anything. And I keep posting a link to the Beatrice Bakery, Beatrice Baking Company, which is based here in Nebraska. They make a fabulous, I'm not kidding, they make a wonderful, wonderful fruitcake. Everything that comes out of that factory is amazing, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything. In fact, I just got some of their food last year that somebody brought to a party, and it was so good. It was so tasty. The older I get, the more I appreciate things like that weird fruit fluff your aunt makes and fruitcakes and stuff like that, which, I didn't have that for a long time. William Trader's out there. Mike's out there. Tony York's in the house. Good morning, Tony. Guns and Barbecues in the house. Mountain View's watching also. And, William Trader talking about the gifts and stuff. We'll get into this in a little bit. Gift cards work the best. But what does work even better than a gift card is a nice display from rnldisplays.com. So if you know of somebody that has an AR-15, they may not have one of these. And if they already do, give them one so they can go buy another AR. This is a nice little wooden stand you can use to display your AR-15s. It's fine furniture for displaying your fine firearms. This is a veteran-owned. This is a veteran-operated American company. And yes, they do have Glock-compatible stands, right? They have ones for your Glock-compatible pistol caliber carbine. They've got pistol stands also. Now, when you go over to rnldisplays.com, and I'm not sponsored by them, I say that every week so people know, you can use discount code TravisP11, and that's going to get you 10% plus an additional 5% off. And if my Common Core math is correct, that's 16% off, or a true 15% off your order. So make sure you use discount code TravisP11 over at rnldisplays.com, and they will take care of your fine firearms display needs. So let's get into it. One last thing. Go to my channel, TravisP11, watch my Mantis Blackbeard X video review, and post a comment on that video on my channel. And then tonight at 6 o'clock over on Artisan Tony's channel, we'll post a link to his channel here in a second. Artisan Tony at 6 Central Time, 7 o'clock East Coast Time is going to be doing a live stream podcast, and we're going to give away that Mantis Blackbeard X system. They're over $300. I did a video on it. It was awesome. Now, it was sent to Mantis for Tony to test out. And Tony likes how I do product reviews, so he sent it to me. And I did a video on it last week just showing off some of the basic features, the basic setup. I barely got into the metrics that software provides. You really want to analyze your shooting. It's pretty cool. Granted, it's not with live ammo, but they do make a live ammo version you can buy also. So watch my video. Okay, leave a comment on the video, and we're going to do random comment picker tonight at 6 o'clock Central Time. And one lucky person's going to win. One lucky person's going to get that Mantis Blackbeard system. So we'll get Artisan Tony's link over there. And Tony was here earlier just to remind me to mention that. It's going to be sent to you free. Tony's already got it ready to go. We do it tonight. He's hoping to get it to you by Christmas. So that's one of the reasons why we're doing the podcast this evening, which I'm usually not live Saturday nights. I'm generally watching other podcasts or doing other stuff. So that's going to happen this evening. So we're going to give away a mana system. So that'll be a really good time. So anyway, gift discussion. Where do you start? Where do you begin? What do you buy for the gun person that has it all, right? What do you do? So we're going to do a round robin. This one little round the table. Single shot. We'll start off with you. What is one of the best things that you've ever received for the holidays, or maybe one of the best things that you've ever given for the holidays for somebody that's into hunting, the outdoors, shooting sports, firearms, guns and ammo? What works for you, single shot?
Well, I guess I'd have to go along with some of the consensus there. They just getting into shooting or hunting or whatever, sport shooting, probably have to give them some cleaning supplies and maybe
Safariland, CLP, cleanse oil, rem oil. I know some people hate rem oil, but there's a lot of good gun cleaners out there. If you don't know, just when you go to your firearms store, just ask, what do you guys use to clean your guns? And they'll point out something.
There's a new one out there too. It's called Aegis Gun
Oh
Care.
yeah, in our circles, they've been heavily promoted. They've sent a lot of kits to the guys that are part of my circle of friends that have YouTube channels and stuff. They've got some good gun cleaning supplies. I haven't tried them, but I've watched a lot of videos on them, and maybe I can talk to them at Wanamaker this year. So that's an awesome idea.
I use a lot of patches, so
me too.
Probably a couple of good packs of patches to match the caliber that they're shooting, etc. And try to promote the sport as well as promote reloading and casting bullets. Get them interested in that side of the house as well. So.
And get them excited. Say, hey, I want to get you something for Christmas. What caliber do you shoot? Just ask that question. If you're not a gun person, I mean, I don't know why you're probably watching the show, but if you're not, if you don't know much about guns, like, what do you shoot? Just say, I want to get you something for, your hobby. What do you? They'll be more than happy to say, oh, I fire 5.56 or 223, or I've got an AR-15, or I've got a 12 gauge, or I've got whatever. Then with that in mind, you can then go to the sporting goods store or go to your local mom and pops and say, okay, this person shoots this caliber. Give me some ideas, and this is my budget. This is what I can spend. Bore snakes are awesome. Gun cleaning patches, different gun cleaning supplies. CLP. Those Otis wipes that I use, they're $20 a can. I didn't realize they're that expensive. I've been getting them for free from Stan. Actually, I'm almost out, and I'm like, now that I'm going to buy them, it's like, oh my god, these are expensive, but they're so handy. They're so convenient. The Otis OS85, they're a saturated wipe that has gun oil cleaner protectant on them. They work really, really good. Took a whole can to clean up that Century C308 that Foosh sold me, but they do work. They do work well. So cleaning supplies, good idea. Okay, we're gonna keep things moving. Good suggestion. Squib, what about you? What are some of the things that you give, because you've got family members that are firearms enthusiasts? Squib, what do you give? What works for you?
Ammo. It's a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah, I have a cousin. I have one cousin on my mom's side, and her husband is an avid shooter, and he's a young guy, like low, young 20s. He's like, dude, ammo has gotten so expensive, and he goes, we're a young couple, just kind of getting started. He goes, I just want ammo for Christmas. I said, okay, I got you, bro. So I asked him what calibers he has. Now he's a 30-30 fan, and unfortunately, 30-30's gone up about $10 a box for me locally. It's $25 to $27 a box. I think it's $24 at Walmart. It used to be $15 to $17 a box. And I don't reload it, so I can't load any for him right now. But I don't want to ruin the surprise. But he might be getting some 30-30, maybe some 9, possibly some 22. He gave me the list of calibers that he shoots, and it can be an expensive hobby. If you're going to the range every weekend, depending if you're a member or not, you might drop $25, $50 a week on ammo. So for a lot of you might say, well, I do $100 a week. Well, good for you. But I'm just saying,
you got to bump that number up.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. I mean, even 9mm, we're looking at $6 to $7 more per box, and you can go through 50 rounds in 10 minutes, depending on what you're doing. So yeah, depending on how avid of a shooter you are. So I'm going to be more than happy to get that young man some ammo for Christmas, because I'm happy that he's pro 2A and he's a gun fan. Squib, what else? Any other ideas?
Well, you can get cleaning kits, gun oil, targets.
Targets are good,
especially like the shoot and see that you stick
the Dirty Birds, which are like $9 for 10. If you go to Walmart, they're so expensive. Yeah, Dirty Bird targets are reactive targets that change color when you shoot them. They're neon to show where your bullet marks are going. For people that remember, Dirty Bird's just a brand that's made by Allen. Who makes those?
I don't know, but I've used Dirty Birds. I've used Allen. Shoot and See is the one that they sell the most over here. So that's the one I get, but they're all about the same. Okay. Yeah. Gun cases.
Birchwood Casey.
Birchwood Casey, and they do a ton of cleaning supplies, bluing supplies, targets. Birchwood Casey's a good brand. Allen is a nice budget-friendly brand. If you guys don't know, just go to Walmart. If your Walmart sells anything firearms related, which they may or may not, but ours does, they've got a whole aisle full of like just accessories that you can get for somebody. Yeah.
So I went to the local sporting goods store I can't remember what I was in there for, and I walked down the aisle with all the gun cases, like the Plano gun cases and things like that, and they had them on sale. So I grabbed 4 of them because some guns that you buy just come in a cardboard box. That's just the way it is. And that qualifies as a case by law, but still. And
your kids have guns, get them a good case, a couple good cases to go to the range and transport in, like hard cases, like a nice Pelican case would be awesome, or just a good MTM. MTM is a fantastic brand for anything box related. I love MTM, American made. They do ammo boxes, they do transportation boxes, they do storage boxes. They're overbuilt and robust designs, which will last. Like I'm still using an MTM Sight and Clean case that I've had for probably almost 10 years now. And I take it to the range all the time. It's been beat up, thrown around in my vehicle. It's been traveled all over the country. I'd say that they're a good budget friendly, just solid brand to buy. Anything
MTM and Plano are both pretty good. I went up to the counter to ring them up, and they all rang up like $3 or $4 more than what the sale tag. And I said, these are, that price isn't right. And she said, well, what price did you see? She calls back to the sporting goods department, and he goes out there and he goes, yep, they never took down the tag from last month. She goes,
when that happens.
I'm going to give them to you at last month's price. So I got them all for a good deal. And that's just it. If you're not sure what size gun case to get, they've got soft cases and hard cases that get them an oversized case. It's not going to hurt. If you get them something big enough to fit a big revolver in, and they've got a concealed carry handgun, you could put 2 smaller guns in there, or at some point they might get a bigger revolver or whatever it is. So when in doubt, maybe get a little bit bigger, whether it's, then the soft cases, they might have multiple pouches in there, compartments inside or pouches on the outside. Something decent. Allen makes a pretty good soft case, whether it be a rifle case or handgun case.
Shields had them on sale for Black Friday 2 years ago, and I wish I would have bought like a dozen of them. They're a real thick nylon case with 2 outside pockets. They have a strap on them. Well, they have little latches to put a strap on, so you can carry it over your shoulder. Very well padded, well built. I've taken them to the range several times, and they hold up. I bought in cheaper ones that just fall apart, but Allen does make some nice. Allen also makes little $10, like $10, $15, just cheapy bolt action rifle cases you can get too. So cases are not. I don't think any. And here's the thing: most of your gun owners are going to be pretty humble and very happy to get anything gun related because you're contributing to their hobby. I would never be, oh, I wanted this. I mean, they got me the wrong caliber. Well, if they give me something for the wrong caliber, I'll just use that as an excuse to go buy a gun in that caliber. It's like, oh, you got me a 25 250 bore snake instead of a 22. Darn it, gotta go to the gun store now. I've actually bought guns after buying mags for guns I don't own. It's like, well, I got magazines for it. Now I've got to buy the gun, C308 foos. Anyway.
and one last stocking stuffer idea, and this one's to irritate New York Outcast because he doesn't like these. Flag safeties. I just got another shipment in from Amazon. I bought the same kind of flag safeties every year for the past couple of years, and I throw them in the stockings for the kids because they end up with more and more guns. And they're typically stored with the flags in them, or if they take multiple guns to the range, our range rules are you've got to have the action open, the gun cased, or you've got to have the flag safety in it when we're doing target checks. So I know that for some people, they're not at a location where flag safety is a requirement or something. There you go. But you can buy them on Amazon, made in America, orange or yellow in multi-packs, and just put one in each person's stocking. And I like to keep a flag safety and a case for every gun that I own. And the kids have noticed that, and they want the same thing. When we went to the store for my older son, he bought his first long gun on his own there. He bought that AK. We immediately went across the street and he bought a case and some ammo for it. So, sometimes they pick up on things you do. And I know some people don't agree with the flag safeties, but they're inexpensive and they come in handy. You may end up taking your rifle to a shooting club. You get invited to go to a shoot or something, and they've got range rules there, and you show up without a flag safety, you're going to look like
in a gun coming out of the case. Then they might wig out, which is not. It's kind of awkward sometimes to transport like a bolt action open with a flag in it. Just real quick, these are from Monster, and we gave these away at Thunder on the Prairie last year. I think we gave a bunch of them away. They sent them to us for free. These clip on a Picatinny rail. These will go right into the chamber of pistols and rifles. And then they have a little tiny thin part right here that you can use as a windage adjustment knob tool. So these are so cool. You can leave them on your gun when you're shooting anything that's got a Picatinny rail section, or throw it in your pocket. And you boys, this counts as a chamber flag because it is blocking the chamber instead of those long, awkward ones like I use in my videos. These are awesome. So chamber flags, great idea, man. Solid idea. Yeah. All right, Squib, anything else you can think of?
I'd say if you're going to get them something like a magazine or whatnot, make sure you know the firearm. My kid, he just bought an FN57. Yeah, great.
Why he might as well just go buy a Corvette and not have money for gas. Let's just go buy a Porsche and just want to drive it daily to work.
So, of course, I go online and I look, and I'm looking at the price of the ammo. And go,
now, unless he starts drinking hard seltzer and has a man bun and starts wearing skinny jeans, I wouldn't worry. There's still hope for your child. I just think that he's fascinated by the unobtainium 5.7.
So the man bun goes with CZs, not FNs.
It's spreading.
This is what happens when you get your kids into responsible firearms ownership. When they move out and they're on their own, they end up getting these things. Now, this is where your opportunity to get some inspiration. Okay, I'll get them ammo. I'll get them mags. I'll get, So I'm looking at the price of ammo. I'm going, dang. I'm looking at the price of mags.
$40 for 50. $40 for 50. Yeah.
So of course, I've got a box on the way with a mag and a box of ammo. I threw some other things on for other family members, and just so these late Christmas things, I'm just adding on and adding on. I guess the other thing is, if you get gas masks for your kids for Christmas, I don't know why anybody would do that. Don't forget to get the filters, because if 2 weeks before Christmas you suddenly realize I don't have the filters for these things, they might not get there.
They won't know any better. They'll put it on thinking, well, that's how you're supposed to wear it. And you're like, no, you need the cartridge on the end of it. Oh, what's that? Because they're not taught these things in school, so why would they know, right?
Yeah, so there might be, and I just got the UPS notification this morning. Your package is now rescheduled for delivery next week.
Oh, yeah.
Kidding me?
I've noticed at Amazon, the closer I get to Christmas, the more I have packages that get lost that just don't show up. They literally just don't get delivered. Like they'll say, oh, sorry, it's running behind. You can request a refund. It's like, great, 7 days to 8 days to Christmas, and I got to order this now. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of print offs of just pictures of, hey, it's on its way, that are gonna get stuffed in envelopes for family members this year. So yeah, Squib, all good advice, all good suggestions. So Hillbilly up, you're next. What do you suggest? We're starting to run out of just common things that we think of. Hillbilly up, what have you given or received that's firearms related for the holidays that's just put a smile on your face?
Yeah, probably a lot like everybody else. Ammunition. I mean,
or gift cards to maybe their favorite gun store if you don't know what caliber they shoot. If you know they've got a Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's or Shields or local mom and pops, support them.
Yeah, definitely. You almost usually stick with 9mm and 22. It seems like everybody in my family has those, and that's what they shoot a lot just for out fun, or
big bulk boxes are nice, and sometimes you can save a little money if you go that route, or
Yeah, and I literally every year, one of my grandfathers got me what back then they called them a brick of 22 shells.
Oh yeah, get the bricks.
Yeah, I had all the little ones, and they was all in one big box,
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, so every year, it was that and a pocket knife, from him, and so it's something I always look forward to,
Yeah,
and a lot of times at that age, or growing up, I mean, I was like just about empty of my brick come next Christmas, so I was really looking forward and hoping that that's what I was going to get. And gun cleaning kits, I mean, I've got several gun cleaning kits over the years, which is really nice because I've never really had to buy any
brands. Guys, if you don't know what to get Hoppies cleaning kits. They got the clean rod in it, some supplies, some solvent, and sometimes like a CLP oil. Hoppies is great, and they also come with the brushes and the barrel swabs. Allen also makes cleaning kits. What's the other one? Real Avid. I like Real Avid stuff. I've had really good luck with Real Avid products. They make different price points. They make really nice bore snakes that you can get. That the storage handle is what also your pull, which works really well. Just those just little things like that where we're talking about spending like maybe $10-15 or $20 for a really nice kit.
Yeah, boar snakes would always be a great one too. I mean, you can have multiple, ones of those of the same caliber, and
there you go.
So, but yeah,
Otis
I mean that's
Otis
my wife's in
them
the
little
kitchen. Hopefully
pocket
this year I'll
kits,
get a
too.
new gun, maybe.
Real nice.
What's that? What's that single shot? Couldn't hear you, bud.
I say Otis makes those little pocket kits there that you can take in your hunting pack.
Little zipper pouch. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Real nice.
Just quick announcements here. Tony York says that the Early Watch is scheduled to return January 9th, the second Monday of January. Early Watch and the Daily Gun Show are the two shows that are the reason why I'm doing a podcast right now. That and Never Enough Ammo, his Guns and Geeks chats, and then also Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock, Hit or Miss. Those shows are the ones that inspired me to do what I'm doing right now for you guys. So if I hadn't watched those shows when I was remodeling my house like 6 years ago, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be doing this podcast. So make sure you guys check out Early Watch. Just do understand that Early Watch is not. Let's get Tony. I'm not going to shoot you guys down, but it's not a family friendly show. In terms of age and stuff like that. Don't play to work if you've got sensitive ears. We don't want this to cost anybody their job and so on. But it is a wonderful show. It's funny. You guys just tell like it is. You don't hold anything back, and I appreciate that honesty. Where you don't really get much these days in terms of sometimes internet presentations. Defense Dad said, "How about a gas card to make their trip to Thunder on the Prairie 2023 easier?" Which is going to happen, I believe, June 3rd. We'll be bringing you some more details about that. The little range day that's going to happen. So, gas cards are always a good idea so your family can get to the range. It's always not a bad one. New York Outcast says, a full box of steaks is never a bad idea. Yes, I totally support animals' rights, cattle's rights, cow's right to be a ribeye or porterhouse or a T-bone. They've got rights too, so what better way to show that than buying a box of steaks? There we go. Coffee. We can never go wrong with coffee. You check out my B channel, Coffee, Computers, and More, or the Squiblo channel. We've got a ton of coffee reviews to tell you what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy. So Arbuckles is definitely the way to go. And last but not least, talking about what kind of things to give or get for the holidays. Foos, give us some ideas, some things that we haven't mentioned yet.
Primers.
Oh, there you go. If you are a gun person and you got a fellow gun person you want to buy for, and they reload, right?
It's primers.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if you said, "Hey, I want to get you some primers for Christmas. What do you need?" Then oh my God, I need this size and that size. Yeah, if you see them on the shelf, you might be there and they might not be there. They're on the shelf, man. Snag them.
Especially now, because I mean, if someone's shooting and they want to get into the reloading, they may or may not have the press and all that stuff, but they may be like, "Oh, cost of primers is so much. I'm not going to get into reloading."
When you go to gun.deals, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Get them 1,000, get them 5,000 primer or something like that. Make sure like if they shoot like full size cartridges, rifles, it's most likely going to be a large rifle primer. Or if they shoot mostly pistols, get them small pistol primers. You're good.
Yeah. That's a good investment. I know you might be thinking 5,000 primers. Oh my God. Well, if you buy them, they last, indefinitely. As long as they keep them dry, they can use them for times like this where they disappear off the shelves for years. I know you can walk around and find them. Sometimes you really got to be adamant about searching them out, checking your favorite website, signing up for email notifications. But just the average guy to go to the store and buy them on the shelf, they're just not there. Or if you do get lucky and see them, you got to be very persistent about finding them. So, I'm just saying primers are always a good thing too. Yeah, that's a classic one. Anything else, Foos?
That's it. Because I mean, normally, I don't know about you guys, but some people are very picky with what they use on their firearms for cleaning. Same with types of ammo and stuff like that, or I always go with this type of mag, that type of mag, or
you got me a box of 2
primers.
Thank you.
If it goes bang, goes bang, that's. Unless you're doing long range precision stuff, 1,000 yard, then people are going to worry about stuff like that. But if it's just like a pistol, just give them something that goes bang.
Yeah. Shout out to Vanessa Kitty. Vanessa, I'll be over this afternoon, baking breads and goodies in one oven, turkey and smoker and ham in the other oven, sausage, biscuit, eggs in the grill. I am so hungry right now. Vanessa, you're killing me, Vanessa. All right. So if you could save me a spot at the table, I'll get the car gassed up, bring the dog, and we're on the way. That bearded guy says a good stocking stuff or something to clean their hands from lead. Lead wipes. Lead wipes are great. They're right there next to the cleaners. Get a can of lead wipes, you know. Definitely something that they'll appreciate that they might not remember to use. I know I usually don't wash my hands when I leave the range until I get home, unfortunately. Of course, I've been wearing gloves the last couple months, but still, yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad one. Circling back to me, I would say definitely if you know that they're maybe just getting into firearms, or maybe it's a couple, maybe look at getting them an hour of instruction time, especially if they're newbies. Get them like a basic handgun class for them to take for an hour where they can learn to be more proficient with their firearms, you know, under a controlled range setting. I've got a couple friends, a married couple, that I'm thinking about getting them concealed carry or getting them gift courses or gift cards to the local range so they can take the concealed carry class and get that done. And then they can just take care of the processing fees themselves and so on, you know, just little gifts like that are necessary, or even just a gift card to their favorite range. If you know somebody shoots at a range, get them a $25 gift card that might pay for an hour range time because not everybody wants to stand out in sub-zero temperatures and shoot. I'm used to it. I don't like it, but I do it. But, you know, it's nice to have a nice climate-controlled range to go shoot at, so that's always a good one, too. Let's see what we got out here going on out in the chat. Any good ideas? Advil and Band-Aid, says Defense Dad. CLP works for me. Yeah, you know, Safariland CLP is a nice gun cleaner that I've been using for years. Let's see here. Somebody had mentioned that there's a lot of corgis up for adoption in the UK with the passing of the Queen, you know. Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see here. Gift card for training event, aka small vacation, says New York Outcasts. I don't think we missed anything. Okay, so let's see. Filters are like batteries, a must-have, is what New York Outcast says. Cool. So I've got just a link to share if you don't know, you know, where to start. Again, let me just kind of give you an idea here. Let's go ahead and just share this with everybody. And if you want some good ideas, you know, just this is kind of a fun place to just go look. Now, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but I should be, as much as I mention them and as much as I use their services. Gun.deals. Okay, just go to this page and scan. So if they don't have primers, but they talk about wanting to get into reloading, here's 157 for a Lee Breech Lock Challenger Press Kit. I have basically this exact same kit. It's fine. It's a great beginner kit. It's a good way to get started. And if you want to go spend more money, there are other brands you can buy that'll be better, right? But this is a good way to get somebody into reloading. The products are easy to use. The instruction manuals are very clear. There's a ton of YouTube videos on how to use the Lee products and so on. And so that's definitely one to check out. Yeah,
I would actually hold off on that because you don't know what type of reloading they're wanting to get into.
Well, this is again, if you know, they say that. Well, because remember, they can get their own. What do we got here? Your own. Totally drawn a dies. Dude, help me out here. Your dies. Yes. Yeah. They can get their own dies if they want to. That'll let you at least get started with something, you know.
Right. But you know, like if some people are saying like, hey, I want one single stage press, they're probably going to end up with a rock chucker instead of a Lee, just because the quality builds a little bit better. So I would kind of stay away from the actual press because that is something that is, you know, pretty much a buy once type thing. And, you know, me being a reloader and done, you know, how many thousands of rounds, if someone would have went and got a press for me.
RCBS makes the rock chucker for people that don't know. Yeah. It's a type of ammo press in case you guys don't know the lingo. You might be new to reloading and stuff, but
it's our RCBS rock chucker is the.
So I don't disagree with you, but I'm just saying I've started with Lee and I do look forward to upgrading. And had I the funds, I would have probably gone a little bit higher end initially. Yeah. But you know that stuff's available locally. I can buy a ton of the Lee stuff at Shields. They've got a whole wall of it. I can get replacement parts. You know.
Lees are great, but it's just one of those things that's the press is a personal. It's just a personal thing, you know. So
why get a Ford when you really want a Cadillac? You know, let's be honest here. You know? Now here's the thing: if you're going to buy bulk ammo for a family member, you really got to watch out about this because you know here we're seeing Federal American Eagle, you know, $290, free shipping and handling. That's not a bad deal. They always give you the cents per round. I'll divide the number of boxes, which is generally 20, by the price to see what the price is per box. Because if I can get it for the same price locally, price per box the same, I'm probably just going to buy it locally. And a lot of times when you get ammo delivered in bulk to your house, you have to be home to sign for it, which can be a major pain because you might not be home in the afternoon because you're working, because that's what you do. when your ammo gets delivered. So I bought ammo, and I used to buy ammo in bulk all the time, but it's got to a point where it wasn't any cheaper to buy it online. Like, they'll advertise this low price, but then if you do have to pay free shipping, or if you do have to pay for shipping, it's going to make it as much per box as buying it locally. And Borelli seems to be like a pretty good company. There's a few companies, you might be looking at delays. And unfortunately, a lot of these bulk ammo sales, like they'll sell it to you, but then it's like, oh, it's on back order. Sorry. They'll tell you that once they take your money. So I wouldn't buy ammo online expecting to get it on time. If you're going to give it to somebody for a gift, you might be disappointed. But just, you can save money. So that's not a bad route to go. So as we scan, flashlights are a good one. If you know somebody had mentioned they want a certain kind of weapon light. O-lights are great. I use Streamlight. I've got several different brands of flashlights on my firearms. Again, they've got some really good deals going on right now. So O-lights are another one, or just, even a flashlight for just, somebody that works and uses a flashlight on a regular basis, or complains about not having a good one, get a good Streamlight or a good O-light for them. Yeah.
Something else that you could, if you know what, or significant other, or kid or parent or something like that, like let's say they reload and they shoot and all this stuff, get them, a couple 1,000 projectiles, get them a couple boxes of projectiles of the projectile that they like. You can always do that as well.
Absolutely, man. And that generally your projectiles and brass are going to be on the show. Somebody bought me a bag of new 9mm brass. I'd probably hug them. I'd never be disappointed because of that. So Squib did, and I don't know if I gave Squib a hug, but he's the reason why I reload now, so I blame him for my habit.
What do you do for a 5-gallon bucket?
You owe me a hug.
That's right. You got me started on this reloading addiction, so that got me through last winter, which I really needed it. And single shot taught me the craft, and now I know how to do it safely, and I love it. It's fun. It's my meditation. It's my goat yoga. Reloading my ammunition is my goat yoga. They need to do goat reloading, where as you reload, goats walk around your garage, and it kind of like, the sound of them and the smell of them kind of calm you down, because people are going to pay to let goats walk on them. You might as well just have goat reloading. That's the new thing. So look it up. It's probably out there somewhere. What's that?
In the past 2.5 weeks, I've reloaded 15,000 rounds.
Oh my God. Yeah, but you're doing the mass production route. I mean, It might be relaxing for you to hear that hum of the machines pushing out 1,000 rounds every 60 minutes. But for those of us that take a more traditional approach, Pepperidge Farm remembers when you used to load it 1 round at a time, Squib. So there you go. Here's more things.
I remember when I reloaded 1 round at a time.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody.
Every reloading journey starts with the first press. That's how it is. So that's right. That's like, you put that on a t-shirt. Yep. So more options here, inexpensive options, slip-on tactical gloves. It might seem kind of corny, but they're nice to have at the range when it's cold or it's hot out, or you're just running through a course, or you're going through some sort of terrain. I've got several pairs of gloves that I keep in my vehicle that I've used to change tires. I've used them for range trips where it got cold. I forgot a pair of gloves. I've always got that spare on the floor in the back of my vehicle. $7 a pair. That's not a bad deal. Free shipping and handling over $100. And Bowtac, or I think it's Bowtac, isn't it? Bowtac's got a lot of really good deals over here on Gun.Deals that you can find. A lot of firearms being advertised right now too. This one got me this morning. If they got an AR-15, Palmetto State Armory's got $8 plus free shipping on PMags. I bought 10.
Wow,
I wasn't going to, but I did, because I pay $14 locally for PMag. Yeah, go ahead, Foos.
Something else, if they're like, hey, I'm always wanting to get an optic or something like that, you could always kind of talk to them and see which optic they get and get them that.
Yeah, I mean, I said, I want this scope. Or they just say, I want this scope. Get the specs, get the brand, go to your local firearm store and just say, I need one of these. You can save money by buying optics online. I'm not going to lie, but if you don't know what you're doing and you just want to get it and be done with it, you can go locally. Like our Shields has optics. They got Leopold and Vortex at very good prices, and so I'll go in there and look and see what they have. A chest rig, something kind of fun. I don't have one of those. That'd be kind of fun to have. $21.99, just something to play around with. Good charging handle for an AR-15. I'd never turn down a decent aftermarket charging handle.
That is a good idea. Like an ambidextrous.
Go to like Strike Industries and or you can get their little upgrade kit. They sell a little knob upgrade kit for like $8 that makes your charging handle even better. It gives you an extension on one side, and it's cheaper than buying a BCM. Right now, I'm not saying anything against it because I love BCM charging handles. I have several, but charging handles are inexpensive. Go to Strike Industries and look around. They've got lots of good stuff.
I like
guns.
I like Arma Specs.
Yeah.
Charging handle. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. That's something that's not too crazy. Night sights, bags, a good just 3-day expandable backpack, $20. There you go. It's over Primary Arms. That'd be nice to have because, you know, I've got a couple bug out bags that I keep on standby. I live in Tornado Alley, so I'm always waiting for the end, essentially, right? When it comes to weather, you never know what's going to happen. So I do have bug out bags ready to go, and these are relatively inexpensive. Good bipod is another one. You know, if you want to get them a nice, I would never say no to a Magpul bipod. I mean, there's better ones out there, but that's cool. Or just an inexpensive bipod for a rifle. You know, just get something that attaches to a Picatinny rail or just a standard, you know, sling swivel attachment. A bipod's a good one too. Let's see here. See if there's any more comments out there that we're missing. People talking about buying some flintlocks. Okay, so back to the deals. Give people some ideas. Again, a lot of these things, I don't know if you can get them in time for the holidays, but maybe. Here's Glock 17 18-round 9mm M2 magazines for $5. I don't know if those are any good. If I'm going to go non-Glock magazines, I'm probably going to get the Magpul ones because I've got several. They've been fine. They're not like extreme duty use magazines by any stretch, but they do the job. PSA, quit tempting me with the dagger deal. Oh, geez. Let's see what else we got here. A good lever gun's always nice to give to. Flashlights, boots, holsters are great. You know, if they've got a certain kind of gun and they mention they want a certain kind of holster, you know, you can never go wrong there. Again, like I said before, these are basically Olight knockoffs. Here's a 4-pack for $16. You can buy a 4-pack and put 4 in 4 different stockings and you're good to go. But again, it's hard to you know, not want to recommend something like you know, like Olight. Now, if they have an AR-15, this is always something kind of cool. A 22 conversion kit. Defense Dad has this. This is a really good deal. $159 at Brownells. It's got 3 magazines and its own unique bolt carrier group that'll let you shoot 22 LR through your AR-15. And that's the 3 mag kit. Normally, the 1 mag with the bolt sells for $160 online. So this is going to give you extra 2 mags, which is a big deal because the mags are what, $25, $30 a piece. So if I'm really thinking about just getting one of those kits and then just using that, just a dedicated 22 LR AR-15, just to have one to play around with. I mean, I know there could be fouling issues and stuff you could run into, but I really would like to try one just because it is expensive to shoot 5.56, especially if you don't reload it. Little storage canisters and storage cans are always kind of fun to get. Here's some boxes of ammo for sale, some bricks of 22 Thunderbolt. Not my favorite ammo. I'm more of a Federal guy, but you know, 22 LR is always a good idea. Well, I don't know if you should get them a faux suppressor. I would say steer clear of that one. So this one did have me interested. AR-15 whiskey decanter. It's cool, but from what I've read, the seal on it wears out and the whiskey will leak out of it. So, and this comes with like the bullets going into the glasses you can get. As cool as this is, after reading the 1-star reviews and the people also complaining that they show up broken, I would probably pass on this, but I think it'd be something kind of fun for, you know, that person that's into that kind of thing. Let's back up a little bit and get out of there. See if we have any other ideas. Scope covers are cool. Look, $9.50. If you know somebody that's got rifles and, you know, they've got scopes on their rifles, there's a 3-pack for $9.50. So you have to spend a lot of money. These little Goku 2-packs, I've given these away before. They're little first aid kit pouches so they can start building a first aid kit. Also, maybe get them a trauma pack. You can get pre-made trauma packs for around $50 that have, you know, you've got different medical stuff in them like quick clot and tourniquets and stuff like that. That'd be something nice for them to have. So again, tons and tons of ideas out there. You know, if you're a parent, you've got a kid, maybe get yourself like maybe get an 80% lower and mill out a firearm with your child, teach them how to build a firearm, right? Or maybe get them a lower and get them a kit and let them put one together and learn themselves how it's going to work. That'd be a really cool idea. Get your kid a lower, however you want to do it, your AR-15 lower, and then get them a builder's kit, like an armorer's kit, and then, or let them use yours, take them through the whole process of building the lower, maybe even doing the upper, who knows, and have a little experience with your child, and then take it out to the range and enjoy it. That was one of the coolest moments I ever had, was when I assembled my gun, okay, and took it out to the range and fired it. It was so cool. I'm like, oh my God, actually, I know it's just Legos going together, but it's still such a cool feeling to put something together, build it, and have it work. You know, that was definitely a good idea. I don't know, guys, give me some more ideas. What are you thinking? What are we missing? We had mentioned some gift cards for the range. Let's see here. Vanessa Kitty says leather tripod stool is handy, comes with a cushion adjustable shoulder strap. Yeah, if they do a lot of hunting and stuff too, you know, see what they're into. Maybe there's some accessories that they go through every year. You know, if it's a spouse and you know there's a certain kind of camo that they like or a jacket that they want, Your hunting related clothing is not a bad idea also, especially if they have to go buy that stuff on their own. It can be pretty expensive. Gun cabinet or gun safe, again, if you've got a kid that's got a lot of firearms like Squib, they're going to need that second or third gun safe. Buy that for them so that they can have it to get their stuff locked up and keep it all, Adam nefarious.
I got a couple gift cards that might be going towards a gun safe purchase.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple family members that they don't know what to get me, so they're like, "Well, we got you a Cabela's gift card. We got you a Bass Pro." Do you guys know if you can use either at either now because they're owned by the same company?
I'm going to say yes because it probably has a Bass Pro logo on the gift card somewhere, like on the back of it. You probably want to call, but I would think you could. That's a good question. We should maybe look that one up real quick. Can I use? Yeah,
because I know like when they first merged, you couldn't. But they said eventually you will be able to, but I never followed up on that. So I actually got a Bass Pro and Cabela's.
You can. This is at Cabela's.com. Customers can use both Bass Pro shops and Cabela's gift cards at all Bass Pro and Cabela's retail locations.
Might be doing a little shopping.
And see, I think they also merged their credit cards together too. So the Cabela's credit card is also run by Bass Pro. They used to be separate.
Even think about that. The wife's got the Bass Pro card and it's got points on it.
Yeah.
There's even more money off the gun safe. Thanks, Travis. You're always out there to help me spend my money.
Absolutely. That's how the Travi mind trick works, Bjorn, who's out there watching right now. He's like, your mind tricks don't work on me. And he's like, I bought another gun thanks to you. So this is kind of cool. Oakley O-frame, ventilated black goggles. I have contacts. I don't wear them that often, but when I would have to use my snowblower, which was a lot when I owned my house, we had some horrific winters. I'd wear those goggles, man, because it would keep the ice and snow from blowing in my eyeballs. Nothing's less enjoyable than getting a face full of snow coming out of a snowblower when there's a 40-mile-an-hour north wind. You don't know physical pain until that hits you in the face. That's a very eye-opening experience. So they're single shot.
That's a fact.
But anyway, again, for $10, or if your kid does airsoft or whatever, COD cosplay or whatnot, there you go. Get your Oakley O-frame goggles. Anything Oakley is usually expensive. That's a very good price. Magazines are always a good idea. There's the OK mags. Those are fantastic. Those are $13 a piece over at Gun Mag Warehouse. And put a bunch of stuff together and get free shipping. That's a good way to do it too. Get some. You can always filter by price and start at the low end of price, and then just kind of buy stuff as you see it. Like little replacement pens or pieces or springs and stuff like that. It's not a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you've got a fan who's an AR-15 user, get him a nice aftermarket firing pin. Black Rifle Arms makes a good one. Highly recommend that. They don't break, unlike some of the ones that come shipped with some manufacturers. You can always get them a Daniel Defense M4A1. I know I would have appreciated one of those instead of having to buy my own. With aftermarket triggers and stuff, I'd hold off on that unless they request a specific one, because you don't know if there's a certain kind that they're going to like. Red dots, I'd never turn down a red dot. You give me a free red dot, I would definitely look forward to something like that. I would use it, not shy away from it. Again, lots of guns and ammos, uppers, lowers, Again, body armor, I'd shy away from that because you don't know what level they want unless they give you a certain brand or a certain type that they want to get. Here's Nobel Ammo 209 primers. Oh, these are shot shell primers. Case of 10,000 for $569 shipped. Is that a good price, guys? For number 209 primer?
Those Nobel primers.
Italian made. Yeah. So if they do their own shot shell reloading, be looking. Like I said, this is a great webpage. It's fun to look at. They did take off the link for the Black Friday specials. So they don't have that posted. I was thinking maybe they have a holiday link posted, but they haven't put it up yet. A nice set of flip-up sights are a good one for a kid. You got a kid that's got a flat top AR with no sights on it. Let's get some proper iron sights on there, some backup sights. So, hey, here you go. Get them for the person that has it all, like Squib, a Traditions Mini Napoleon III black powder cannon. 50 caliber.
See, here's the thing. I got a friend with one of those, so it's an excuse for me to make a little road trip and for us to hang out and blast
away. If you had them, you could do a two-gun salute if you both had everybody should. Didn't our president say that you can't buy a cannon or something, or you couldn't own a cannon? You can buy a cannon online right now and have it delivered to your home for your enjoyment for the holidays. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one thing I don't have as a cannon. I think I definitely need to pick up one of those. So,
I'd like to have one of them myself.
Yeah, everybody wants a cannon. Let's see what else is good. Fun magazines are kind of cool.
If you want to see that particular cannon, go to a channel called Small Caliber Arms Review. He does a video on that particular cannon, and you can see exactly how all it works and see how it looks in scale and all that. Yeah.
Hey, can somebody give me the GWebs' link to his store on eBay? Does anybody? I don't think I have him as a saved seller. Gun websites, GWebs, guys. GWebs has got a lot of cool stuff that's always up for sale. Patches, stickers. Make some really cool limited runs of patches that are out there. I still have a Gen 1. I think it's a Gen 1. Gun websites patch on my tactical stocking. That's what sits behind me. That's another good one to give away. Tactical stocking. There's like 500 of these on the market now that you can get. Yeah.
He's got a store other than gear websites?
I'm trying to find his store. Is it gear websites?
Gear websites, all one word.
eBay. Okay, I'm gonna put it together. I want to give you guys a link so you can get out there and show them some love, because they'll do like free patch Fridays and discounts and stuff like that. I think I found it.
Yeah.
Here it is. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a link. I want you guys to support GWebs out there. And here you go. Here's the link to GWebs' store. Hold on one second here. I'll post this up here for you. Show him some support there. There you go, guys. You can go on over to his eBay store and see what he's got for sale. He's got some really cool AK patches that I think were either going up for sale or are for sale. He's got these Old West playing card decks. Those are really cool. Firearms Inventors playing card decks. He's got those also. You know what? Let's just bring his show. Let's bring up his store real quick, and then we'll probably we'll call unless you guys have some more ideas. So here we go. So he's got some collectible items for sale, but these playing card decks that he has are really, really cool. The Old West playing card decks are neat. There's like little facts about the gun on there, and you get a full deck of cards you can use. I've actually given those away before as giveaways. He's got some old surplus items you can pick up. Ooh, Magpul 12 dummy round, sealed Dr. Drake limited edition. Wow. From SHOT Show. Some SHOT Show freebies out there that are up there for sale, some really goodies. Miniature glass Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink bottle. Oh, man. So, yeah, you never know what you're going to find over on GWeb's channel. He's got a little bit of everything, but he also has the patches for sale. Here you go, see all. Star Wars Death Star leather coaster. There you go. There you go. Wells Fargo challenge coin. So there, yeah, 2A rally patches, key bar koozie. Yeah, so make sure you guys get over there and check it out. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Ooh, original copy of SimCity 2000. Ooh, that's a good game. That's a good game. Guns literature, gun magazines. Maybe somebody collects gun paraphernalia. Maybe another one too. If you go into like a lot of antique stores, they'll sometimes have like vintage shot shell boxes or even vintage shot shells, like ammo in the box. Like if somebody collects gun paraphernalia. Or metal signs. There's always lots of options for that out there too. So you can find something that's going to work for you. But I really do like the idea of putting together a firearm with your kid. I thought that would be really cool. Maybe do a P80 build or do like an 80% lower build or just a straight up lower build. Say, all right, take them through the whole steps of doing it. Especially if they're a Lego person. If they like Legos, they're definitely going to like that. And this is the last time I'm going to post it. But you know what? Let's just show them some love while we're here. So if you want the best fruitcake, and they're not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by these guys at all, but the best fruitcakes anywhere, you got to go over to the Beatrice Bakery. They've got the grandma's fruitcake. It's 2 pounds. It's absolutely awesome. They make them every year. So good, so good. Anything that comes out of this bakery is fantastic. They do like a rum cake, an amaretto cake. Yeah, definitely tasty. So if you want the best fruitcakes anywhere. And speaking of fruitcakes, why don't we get back to the poll real quick and see what we're looking at. So what is the best thing you could gift a firearms enthusiast for the holidays? We have firearms 30%. We've got ammo 39%. Fruitcake 21%. It was 33 when we started the podcast. And gun cleaning products 11%. So if you don't know what gun cleaning products to get the gun lover in your life, get them a fruitcake. You really can't go wrong. They might be a fruitcake. Who knows? So, all right. Guys, you have any more ideas at all? Anything else you want to throw out there before we call it?
Not that I can think of.
No, I think we covered the whole gamut of everything. We usually do the episode for about an hour a year when we do this. So we'll give a little shout out to foods. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you mention multi-tools?
No, Leatherman multi-tools, Gerber multi-tools.
Oh, yeah.
Heck, if you don't have a lot of money, Walmart sells a $6 one that will do the job. It ain't pretty, but it works. They got an Ozark Trail multi-tool that comes with a pouch. So, Squid, what are some of your favorites? I'm a huge fan of the Leatherman Rebar, the Wave, and the Wingman. Those are 3 that I own.
Yeah, I've got the Wave. I've had 2 of them. I like them. I did a video on one of my B channels about their warranty, their customer service, and that's got a lot of comments and whatnot.
How was it for you? Because for me, it was fantastic. How was the experience? Because I broke
great.
one of the tools. What's that?
So, my wife got me my Leatherman, and it has sentimental value to me because it was a gift from her. And I broke, what did I break on it? I broke the, now I can't even, I broke the knife blade on it. And I got a hold of Leatherman and I said, look, guys, I know that it'd be cheaper for you to just pull one off the shelf than fix this. But if there's any way you can just send me the blade, I'll take it apart and fix it myself or something like that. And he said, no, if it's sentimental to you, on the top of our form, our return form that you have to fill out anyhow when you're sending a warranty, you can mark this is sentimental and we will repair it and not replace it.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, wow.
So what I did was I put tape, I put clear tape on it and I etched the base of the file because there's nothing wrong with the file. And when it came back with the tape on it. They had cut it to open up the tool and the etching on the file was still there. And they replaced the broken blade, and I think they replaced the miniature screwdriver on there that had been broken. But otherwise, it was in great shape and all that. So if you get a Leatherman as a gift and you don't want it replaced, you've had this thing for 20 years and you don't want a new one, you don't care that.
Well, I mean, the vintage ones do go up in price. A lot of the original release Leathermans, like the first gen ones, are breaking the bank on eBay. Yeah.
If you mark the form, this is sentimental, they will repair it, not replace it. But if you don't mark that form, they'll send you a new one. So,
so here's what happened. Here's what happened to me. The plastic stripping tool, the one that you can use to cut into plastic packaging, like bubble packaging, that broke when I was cutting through some super heavy plastic. And I called them up and I said, yeah, I said that broke. I said, can you guys send me the bit and I'll change it? And she said, no. She goes, we'll send you a new one. She goes, I'm just, on the good faith that you're going to return the broken one. We're going to send you a package with, prepaid envelope, mailing label with the new one. She goes, I just want your name. I want an email address, phone number. She goes, just, we want to see why it broke. We want to know what happened with our product. How did you break it? So I was cutting through heavy plastic and it just snipped off. She goes, okay. She goes, so put it in there and just drop it in the mail. It'll be postage free. We're going to send you a brand new one. I'm like, no problem. And I had it for a couple of years. I've been used quite a bit. And but that's a good idea about the sentimental one. I never thought about that because it could be engraved. It might be a limited run. I mean, there's so many different Leathermans that are out there that you might not be able to get that one anymore. So that's a good idea. Hillbilly Lev said Gerber makes good ones too. Yeah, Gerbers are fine. There's also, who is it? It's not, who makes the Swiss Army knives? Help me out here. Wagner, I think. Is it Wagner? What's that?
Is it Victorinox?
I think Victorinox or Wagner makes one for about $100. So if you want a really fancy one, a really nice one, they do make a nice one. It's real long. I've seen those on Amazon. I don't think I've ever seen them in the store before, but you can buy them online. I think they're made in Austria or Germany, Switzerland, one of the three.
Another
SOG is good. SOG makes good ones. Yeah.
Another tool that you could get somebody or a set of tools are the fold-up Allen wrenches. You can get a 3-pack with standard, metric, and Torx, and these fit in a range bag really good. They're good for mounting optics or some things that mount on rails, like maybe a quick release for a sling or some other type of attachment. If you're not sure, which one will fit, which one is which, having all 3 is kind of nice.
Definitely. Now, MN Mike B, Minnesota Mike B, I think, said, broke my Leatherman knife tip. Also, they sent me a new one. Very good service. Buddy had one engraved and broke it. They repaired it and kept the engraving. Did he tell them it was sentimental? You wouldn't think about that because you don't know. I mean, it might say in the thing that it's our policy to send you a new one. So that I would contact him and say, I want the engraved one back. I need it back. I would really get adamant about it. Maybe they can find it. I know they're a huge company, but their repair department might be very specialized. So here's a good one. A USCCA membership could be a great gift. Travis, USCCA membership is a good one. That's not bad. Now we have a question, and I've been getting questions, more and more questions about this. This is not gun gift related, but somebody might want to gift one of these this year. Going back to the question I asked New York Outcast, have you guys checked out the new Smith & Wesson Equalizer 9mm? So that is what a hopped up Smith & Wesson EZ 9mm, is that right? The Equalizer, I've seen it. It looks like a larger version of the EZ9. It's got the grip safety on the back. It's got your optics cut up on the top. It's got the easier to rack. I think it's kind of maybe a step up for people that have an EZ that want a little bit more now, and so they've got the equalizer 9mm. Have you guys watched any videos on that at all? Do you have any opinion on it or not?
No, I just heard about it for the first time last night.
We can bring it up real quick. We'll just since people are asking, we've got a couple minutes before we got to go. Let's check it out here real quick. So an equalizer, I mean, yeah, if you're thinking about getting somebody a Smith & Wesson EZ, and I've got a lot of friends that are getting their carry permits, or wives are getting carry permits. People come to me for gun advice. Like, what do I get my wife, my grandma, whatever? Like, well, physically, what can they do, right? The equalizer NTS, this is what it is. It's basically like an EZ, but it's got your optics cut on the top. MSRP $599. I've seen them for around $450 locally. Does not have. They may make it with or without a manual safety. Let's see here. There is one. Oh, thumb safety is not. There is a thumb safety model, or you can get it without a thumb safety if you want it. Whatever they want, I would steer clear of it. Your safety is when it's holstered, basically, in my opinion. Plus, you got the grip safety on the back. Now, one of the reasons why I've been told that they do the grip safety is because they know there's a lot of people that are going to buy this gun that might not be traditional gun owners, and there's a lot of, not going to necessarily say females, and not to rag on women, but a lot of women might take that gun and throw it in a purse, or have it in a holster, and it could come out of a holster in their bag, their carry bag, or their purse. If it comes out and something gets on that trigger, it could go off, even if it had, a dingus on the trigger and something pulls on it. Because that's happened before, where kids are digging through mom's purse and the gun goes off. Having that grip safety on the back could help prevent that. That's one of the reasons why I've read that they actually put that on there, because people are like, why would you do that? That's the dumbest thing in the world. Well,
people complain about slide mounted safeties, frame mounted safeties, grip safeties, having 3 safeties, the safety and a revolver. Here's the deal. If you don't know how to use the gun, then just don't get the gun. A grip safety is literally designed, if you're not holding the gun like you're going to use it, it won't engage. It's as simple as that. And I hear people go, it's one more thing to break. That logic there's some validity to that. But honestly, if you're buying that crappy of a gun where you're worried that the grip safety or the manual safety or the dingus or whatever is going to break, I think you got bigger issues. The thing is, if you're holding the gun like you're going to use the gun, the grip safety automatically engages. So other than the way it looks, I just don't get the why. It's just like the people with I don't want a manual safety, because you're going to forget to flip it off. Okay, if you don't want to get in the habit of flipping the safety off as you draw the gun,
with your gun, or actually going to the range of using it,
leave the safety off.
Yeah,
it's not like a seatbelt where you don't wear it and it just dings and dings and dings until you put it.
If you have it in a proper holster, it's not going to be a problem. It's not going to be an issue. Again, 10 round, 10+1, 13+1 capacity. It's a micro compact, so it's going to be like tiny, but with a slightly larger grip than, say, a true compact pistol. This is probably going to have everything on it except your pinky, depending on your hand size. And there are grip extensions you can get for the magazine, just if you need that that pinky rest. So it's 10+1, 13+1, 15+1, 6.75 inches. I think it's going to be fine. I mean, if you want that reduced, if you've got low grip strength, I think it's going to help with that. If you've got somebody that has trouble, charging a weapon, this would definitely be the way to go. Perfect for concealed carry. I would be fine with it. I don't, in my opinion, I don't think Smith & Wesson makes junk. Even their low-end cheap pistols like the SD9 VE will work. They're fine. Well, sometimes those have issues, but I would get an equalizer if somebody was looking for something, or at least the Smith & Wesson Easy, because you can start to get those a little bit cheaper now too. But there is, I think, an Easy custom shop version you can get also that's more expensive, or an Easy 2.0. And if the decision between 9 and 380 is the decision, I would just go 9. I can't imagine that the 380 shoots that much lighter than 9, because most of the 380s I have are snappy. So I would just get it 9mm and just do it the right way and be done with it. You're gonna have a better round, and if the family member, God forbid they ever have to uses it, they're gonna have at least a potent enough round that should do what it needs to do. So 22.9 ounces is a little bit heavy. I don't know if that's unloaded or loaded, but I've got a Ruger LCP Max 380 that weighs like 13 ounces loaded. I don't even notice it when it's in my pocket, and I absolutely love it. So, but I'd go for one of these. I think it'd be great. I need to watch more videos on it, see what they say about the trigger and the accuracy. Do understand that it is a first run gun, so it could have some bugs with it that they haven't worked out yet. It seems like customers are the beta testers for everything these days. But Smith & Wesson's got a great warranty. They will take care of you, and just the name is cool. It's Equalizer. It puts you on equal grounds with those that want to do you harm. We always say that the gun is the great equalizer, right? And I don't even think of the TV show when they mention it. It's just, to me, it was a little bit garish that they've got the name on the side of it, but it's just advertising. The more that gun gets seen, the more they're going to sell, and they're in the business to make money. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. So Patriot in the Dark says, I got both the equalizer and the Performance Center 380 EZ. Patriot in the Dark says it's internally hammer fired, so it has a great trigger. Oh, cool. So Patriot, what do you think of the equalizer? Do you like it? You and I were talking about it. You were asking me about an optic for it. And I don't even know what the optic footprint is for it. I think it's its own thing. So you're going to have to definitely do some research on what optics are compatible with it and so on. That would be a good one to consider for somebody that's going to get somebody a firearm for the holidays. Maybe take them to the gun store, have them maybe test this one out, go to the range and test it. You should always, for somebody you're helping somebody pick out a firearm for, it'd be nice to get them to the range and have them test the firearm. And they're probably going to discover that no matter what gun you put in their hands, no gun is going to be just 100% just amazingly comfortable in the hand while you're shooting. So just keep that in mind too. So it's always a good idea to go to the range and rent a gun before you buy it, especially if you're going to drop $500 and this might be the only gun they buy. Just something to consider. So, all right, let's go ahead and call it, guys. It's been a little over an hour. We threw a bunch of ideas out there. I apologize for any expenses you accumulate this weekend due to me. But there you go. And you can always get a PMag. If somebody's got an AR-15, just go buy them a polymer mag. Go buy them a Magpul PMag or a nice steel mag, and they'll say thank you. They'll be very happy. Great stocking stuffers, right? If you're in a capacity limited state, first of all, I'm sorry for you, but you can always get those PMags in 20 and 10 round also, or 5 rounds. So always an idea. Sam of Anarchy says it also has a light rail too, so I'm assuming it fits most lights. Yeah, if somebody wants that equalizer as a bedside gun, I didn't think about that. A lot of your micro compacts and micro sub compacts either have a proprietary lighting system or laser you have to get for it, or you can't put anything on it at all. So the equalizer, that's a really good idea, especially if they just want that one gun for home defense. That might be the way to go. And maybe comes with 3 mags, which would be cool too. Hopefully it does. I would imagine it does. So, all right. So shout out to Foos for being here today. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll probably do an episode. I'm going to be with family for Christmas Eve, but I think we could do a Christmas Eve episode, maybe an hour. I don't know what we'll talk about. Maybe throw some ideas out there, send something my way. Hillbilly, you and I were talking about one. I think maybe we'll start that little series you and I discussed in the email. I do like that idea. That might be fun just for a little sit back and chat, because it's kind of a sentimental holidays kind of thing. So Hillbilly had sent me some really good ideas for some topics. But if you guys ever want us to talk about something, just email me at thecalibercorner@gmail.com and you're all set to go. If you're joining us late, go over to my channel, Travis P11. Watch my video on the Mantis Blackbeard X. Make a comment on that video. And then tonight at 6 o'clock over on Artisan Tony's channel, we're going to be doing a drawing 7 o'clock Eastern time for that Mantis Blackbeard X. We're going to give it away. It's a $300 training system. I'm going to miss it. I wish I could have kept it, but I'm going to end up having to buy my own. I'm not sponsored by Mantis. They didn't give it to me. They gave it to Tony for a test. He sent it to me. I gave you a very fair review of it. And I think you guys are going to like it. So that's going to happen tonight too. So it should be a good time.
Hey, Travis.
Yeah, go ahead. Single shot.
Just a quick note there to 500 Magnum there. If you're still interested in that press, I still have it. If he has your contact information or vice versa, Travis, can you relay that to me?
Absolutely.
And I will
we can do that
to him.
Yeah. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. We'll make that happen. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and start the little outros here. I wanted to get over real quick and go to my channel and just put the link for that video on there. Right now, there's only like 12 people that have commented on the video. Got less than 300 views on the video, which is pretty typical. I usually get 300 to 500 views on a video. But let me give you guys the link to my channel. And there's a link to Tony's channel in the description box. So you're going to watch my video, leave a comment. Shout out to Artisan Tony that stopped in this morning to remind me about this, but there's a link to my video. Watch that, leave a comment. I want somebody to win it. And again, the odds are really good you're going to get it if it's 1 in 15, 1 in 18 right now. So there you go. All right, single shot. Anything you want to say before we go?
Not much. Hello to the chat. And just a quick reminder there, I'm going to have a bunch of time off after this run, the way things are looking. So I'm going to start a series on Rumble with some of my firearms that I brought back from Georgia to
restore,
get cleaned up. They're gonna be restored and test fired. So we'll have that to start with. And I want everybody to be safe. have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care, drive careful wherever you go. America moves by truck. God bless.
Absolutely, man. And if you don't believe it, just check your store shelves. All right, man. And again, shout out to Foos for being here today too, man. Appreciate you joining us. I know you're busy with your pickup this morning. And all right, moving on. American Hillbilly. Anything you would say before we go, brother?
Yeah, you bet. First of all, I want to thank you for having me on, and just great panel and great side chat. Just really enjoying it. Got a lot of great ideas, so appreciate that. Pretty much the only thing I got going on is just these Christmas videos, and actually I put out a short last night, kind of just telling a little bit about it, so it's up on my channel, Hillbilly Up. That hopefully other people will join in, and it'll be something fun for people to enjoy during the holidays.
Absolutely, man. Good stuff. Something to watch and something to check out. I can't guarantee I'll have a video up by Wednesday, so may not happen. I know we need to do it. I got to do a Patreon drawing this week because we got our December drawing for that. I want to get that out too. But yeah, go ahead, bud.
I'm sorry. Like if you don't have time to do all 7 videos, just use the same hashtag. You just want the 1 or 2 or 3 up there, whatever you can do. Just use the same hashtag, and that way it'll link everybody together. So hopefully it'll be, fun and easy to find everybody's videos with that hashtag. So
yeah, cool, man. Defense Ed out there says breakfast is over. I'm going back to bed. I don't work till 2 o'clock today. You sleep tight, little man. You sleep tight, young man. All right. So American Hillbilly, good to have you with us, and it's always a fun time. And just keeping America happy, one less can of hard seltzer at a time. So there you go. We had talked about, by the way, the seltzer thing. I think Brandon Herrera had I think Foos was maybe trying to tell us that he had made a video with how many White Claws does a 762 by 39 go through. But maybe do a 22 LR. It might be kind of fun to see what you can expect out of that. Might surprise you. It's a good way to just get rid of multiple cans in one shot. So there you go. At 500 Magnus says, did you see my message? No, I did not. 500. The only screen I've got right now is I'm looking at my panel. I'm looking at the notes. You might have sent me an email. I will get back with you, 500 Magnum. She'll send me an email. I don't know. Got an offer from somebody named Carissa from MSI. Don't know her. Walmart customer experience. Not yet. 500 Magnum. I'll definitely try to look for that. So I'll let you know. All right. And last but not least, Swimload. Anything you want to say before we go? Any final thoughts, final suggestions? Anything you want to throw out there?
I guess I'll go ahead and publish that 2-year-old video right after this, and
do it. Hey, like a fine wine, it just marinades with time. It ages well. So
fine wine, yeah. I gotta try to shoot 2 wine reviews this afternoon.
Oh my God, first world problems. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, I might throw in a bourbon review there too, and just go for it.
There's a child somewhere that's got to walk 5 miles for a bucket of water, and he would love to be able to do a bourbon review, Squib. So
yeah, well, yeah, I've got some stuff here that has been sitting in the kitchen for weeks and maybe even months that I need to.
Wow.
Yeah, just no time. I got an AR-15 on the sight and clean downstairs that I'm gonna try to do a video on Torx fold up Torx wrenches and Permatex. Yeah. So
I love Permatex. That's the RTV sealant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can fix anything with that. I fixed my shoes with it. I've sealed headlights with it.
I don't mean like sealant. No. I mean some thread locker. It's instead of Loctite,
I think they make a headliner glue that you can use if you got to put a new headliner in a vehicle.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of stuff. So, playing around with I guess I could call it a new camera. So, just working on some stuff today, and maybe I'll actually get out to the range tomorrow. But I don't think I'm going to shoot any footage.
All right. Yeah, I might just have a light week this week, guys. Just go into my catalog and go pick something you haven't watched before, or just type in Travis P11 to see what comes up.
I will say this: if Christmas kind of hits you hard at the end of the year, you've got a lot of other bills, things going on at the end of the year, or you've got a busy schedule, or that sort of thing. Get a box. Get a plastic box. They're not expensive, $10, $20. And over the course of the year, as you see things, pick them up. If you're traveling, you're on vacation, and you see something somewhere, and it's like, hey, they don't have this where I'm at, or I haven't seen one of these. Whether you go into a local gun store or whether you're visiting a winery or something like that, and you think of somebody that you might want this, pick it up, put it in the box, and then, October, November, open up the box. What do you got? What do you need? What did
Before you buy it, watch the Travis P11 review on that product before you take it home.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably reviewed it.
There you go.
With you.
And
don't let Travis P11 use his Travi mind tricks on you and get you to buy stuff that you don't need, right?
And my son even told me, he goes, Dad, why don't you hide the box instead of just putting it downstairs with all the other boxes? Why don't you hide it in the crawl space?
Because you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Well, if the kids wanted to, they could go downstairs and open up every plastic tote and go, up. Here it is. This has got to be Christmas stuff because it's a mixture of everything. So it's something I've been doing for years, and I'm not saying you have to do it, but if you're there saying it's the end of the year, I'm scrambling, nobody seems to have this in stock, I'm running out of money, whatever it is, just get it over the course of the year. If you're placing a Midway USA order, or were you went to Palmetto State, Travis, there to get the PMags?
Yeah.
And you throw on a PMag here or there, throw it in the box, and then stocking stuffers. PMags make great. I've done that before. Put PMags in the stockings, something like that. So you can buy this stuff over the course of the year. If you see a good deal on something, you're already paying. You put it in the cart and shipping's $20. You add this item and then you look at the cart again. It's still $20. Go ahead and buy it, and then and if that friend decides they don't want to be friends with you before Christmas, keep it for yourself.
Exactly. You got something you can use. That's why if it's an in-law or say a divorce happens, because divorce happens.
Yeah, divorce happens. Keep it for yourself. Now,
right before the holidays, when you least expect it, it happens.
One more thing about the box. One more thing about the box. It's for non-perishable items, obviously. Don't buy food stuff. Wine or hard liquor or whatnot, that'll keep. That's not – but anything else, if it's going to expire, obviously don't get that for the box. But for gun stuff, a lot of this stuff, as long as you keep it dry, it's going to stay in good shape. So you pick up a box of ammo here, before you know the end of the year, you've got 10 boxes of ammo. You buy an ammo can, throw it in, gift wrap it, boom, Christmas present, done.
And if that doesn't work, you can always go get them a gift card to their favorite goat yoga establishment, and they can go goat yoga if they want to. So
yeah, gift cards.
I'm not fascinated by it. I really am fascinated by it. I'm not making fun of it. It looks like a very interesting form of therapy. So
whether it be for goat yoga or Chick-fil-A or whatever it is, I recommend getting gift cards closer to Christmas, because if you buy them in April and throw them in a box for some reason or another, you lose it, you're out $50. So
this is true. This is true. But sometimes around the holidays, they'll have specials. Like if you spend 100, you get a 10. Or spend 20, get a free 5. A lot of places do that locally, so you never know what you're going to find there too. That could be another good deal.
You can do e-gift cards too, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's another one. If you can't get to that store, you can get them an e-gift card, have it sent to you, and then you can just forward the code to them, and they can go buy whatever they want online. Or sometimes you can set up a delivery date. You can post date it or whatever, so it'll show up in their inbox like before the holidays, and they'll get a notification that it's there. And then you just make sure you hold on to your order confirmation stuff. Make sure you create an account. Don't just do a guest checkout. Like really create an account with them so you've got a history of the purchases. So something happens and that gift card doesn't work, and they say, well, we have no record of it. It's like, well, I've got a confirmation number right here. Then they can say, oh yeah, there it is. I try to do that as much as I can for places and I hate it because I might not ever go back to that place. But that one time that you need that confirmation number because something didn't work, you're not going to have access to it. And you're probably going to misplace your receipt in the 6 months before you give it to that person. So just keep that in mind too. But Squib, all solid ideas, man. Good advice. Real quick, 500 Magnum for single shot. He says, my stepdad has decided to get us into reloading. I was going to contact you single shot, but I'm very bad with technology, but thank you very much for the offer. So sounds like maybe he's all good. So found his message he was talking about. So let's see what's going on here. Make sure you smash that bell, says Hillbilly Up, and show Travis some love and do yourself a favor and subscribe. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That'd be nice. I'd like to get to 50,000 at some point. I have no idea what the giveaway is going to be, but it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. Defense Dad says, how many fruitcakes does it take to stop a 50 BMG? Probably about 17. So 17, because it only takes 1 to stop my digestive tract. So probably about 17 to stop a 50 BMG. Another Calcast says, that's a waste of good fruitcake, DD.
Yeah.
Is Tannerine combined with fruitcake a good Christmas gift for gun guys? I think it might be kind of fun. It would be interesting to see what Tannerine does to a fruitcake. Tara Smith says, guys, get over to Tara Smith's Kitchen. Make sure you like and subscribe. She says, getting ready for a final run before Christmas. Looks like I'm going to get nailed on the way back. Empty tanker, ice and snow. It's a living. Rolling the dice one more time. Tara, please be careful. We want you back here next week. We want you back here next week. Absolutely. Let's see here. Hillbilly Up says, everyone have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy holidays to everybody. Let's see. Don't forget about the hashtag 7 gun shorts of Christmas challenge that's going out there. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I'm probably sure I did, but okay, let's go ahead and just give a little shout out to everybody out there that's watching this morning, and hopefully gave you some good ideas for some last minute gift ideas. Maybe you can source these things locally and just take care of business. We got 500 Magnum out there, Defense Dad, New York Outcast, Terra Smith's Kitchen, Hillbilly Up, Bjorn's watching, Tommy Guns out there too. Let's see who else is watching today. What do we got? I'm out there apparently. Ozzy Osbourne, Patriot in the Dark, Grim 90s in the house. Good morning, Grim. Good to see you, bud. Bjorn watching, Tommy Gunn, Patriot in the Dark. I think I mentioned him. Sam of Anarchy 92 is watching today. We did have, let's see, M. Gabriel out there today too. Minnesota Mike B is out there watching today. Tony York's with us. Vanessa Kitty checking out the show. Tacos and French fries. I don't know if I've seen tacos and French fries for a while. Might have been watching today. Possibly. Hopefully I don't miss any tacos. Fluffy 10mm Jeep guys out there. That bearded guy's watching. That's probably about it. Mount View's watching this morning. One of the first people to comment on us. Also, William Trader's out there too, giving some good advice. And I think that's about it. If I miss anybody, apologies, but I'm scanning as quickly as I can, not keeping people watching. Gunmetal Guy USA in the house. Bill Beam out there watching too. Yeah, that's it. So we'll go ahead and call it. So this is Travis P11. Thanks for watching. And again, on behalf of Single Shot and Squibload and Hillbilly Up, check out their channels, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week for episode number 262, where we're going to leave the title. I know what the episode is going to be, but I'll post it later on this week. We'll kind of keep it a bit of a surprise. It's going to be a fun discussion, something a little bit different, and we'll kind of mix it up a bit. So everybody have fun, be safe, get out to the range, do some shooting. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good
Bye,
weekend.
Alicia.
Bye, Alicia. Daywolf on Rumble.
Absolutely. Alicia, call him. Call him, Alicia.